So like always, we're going to start from left to right. Starting over here, we have this on, off. We have mix, feedback, frequency, dynamic, drive, tone, level. Also up here, we got a couple of presets, which are really important. If we click that, you can see tube, tape, amp, saturation, transformer, and effects. Also, we have MIDI learn, linear phase, high quality. If we click right here, we have an input gain, we have an output gain. I have this plugin directly on this track. So I want to make sure that I'm at factory default settings. So we're going to play it without, and when it comes back around, I'm going to turn the plugin on. So I'm not sure if you heard a difference. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to take the plugin in and out of bypass really quick. Now, because this plugin has some wonderful presets, we're going to look at the presets, but we're also going to mess with all the options, and we're going to push this thing like I always do for these videos. Now, on its factory settings, if we take a look over here, it's on warm tape. We're going to leave it here. Let's adjust some things, and then we'll change it, see what we can get out of this plugin. Now, remember, I'm not going to be subtle here. So let me copy the settings of the plugin and let's reset back to factory. Did you guys notice the background, the color change? Letting you know that things are getting a little too hot, and that's awesome. So I kind of like the visual here. So if we push it all the way, check that out. So let's factory default this. Pretty nice. You actually see what's going on. So let's go ahead, click right here, and I'm going to select old tape. And let's see what happens. Things are distorting a lot quicker when we switch it to old tape. So if we go back, so I want to back up a little bit. That's way too much. Now I'm not going to back up too much. I don't want to be subtle. And what I want to do, I want to select some of these, and I want to see what happens. Now that's way too much. Well, broken tube. That says it all. So let's go ahead and click amp. And let's start right here. So I'm going to go click here and let's go to saturation. By the way, I switched it over to transformer. Now let's take a look at the FX tab. Let's bring that here. All right. Back up a little bit more on that. I'm actually liking what it's doing. Pretty cool effect. Something that I might use for a future track. I'm gonna have to save that. That's pretty cool as well. Let's factory default the setting. Well, actually, I'm gonna go back to my preset. There we go. And I'm gonna keep it at warm. Just gonna back up the drive a little bit. And we're gonna start looking at some of these other options here. So we have mix, which we're always gonna keep at 100%. But if you wanted to, we can do one of these and you can kind of mix the signal. Which is always handy. So I'm back on my preset. Now we're gonna look at feedback. So let's put that back at default and let's take a look at frequency. Now this is band 1 feedback frequency. So now we're at the dynamic section. Pretty nice. Let's default that and let's bring this back. Now we're gonna move on to the tone. We can shape things here. Pretty cool. Kind of going for that old school EQ preset that everybody would put on their boom boxes back in the day. Now I did go straight to tone, but we forgot something here. We have this option here, band 1 drive, and right on top of it, we have the band 1 drive pan. So you can see where I'm going with this. I'm only distorting the left side. Another thing we can do here, we have the capability of adding modulation, add source, and we're gonna link it with drive. So that's exactly what's going on. So let's add something else. Now, if we take a look over here, we also have some other presets. Now, you could pick any of these for a good starting point. Now, I want you guys to check this out. So we're going to click right here, default settings, color. 456 demo. Check this out. Right away, it kind of reminds me of a multiband compressor. So there you go, that's FabFilter Saturn 2. So remember, check the description. There's going to be some useful information there. I want to thank you for watching my video. This is Ray, and I'm out of here. Later.